From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hi, this is Hannah Mordeaux, and this is your News 8 Daily 8 for Friday, June 20th.
Awesome. Just awesome. I've had season tickets since '84. Man, this is great. Let's go. I can't wait another 25 years.
Decades of emotion rise to the top after a blowout win from the Indiana Pacers. We have key plays, the fans, the players. They tell News 8 what Game 7 will mean to them. First, though, this Friday is the first day of summer, and it sure feels like it. Things are heating up, not just from the Pacers game, but we're going to be warm out there, mid-80s today, but get ready. We're pushing for the hottest stretch of 2025 in central Indiana this weekend. We're going to be in the mid-90s, but feel like the triple digits. So get ready for a hot weekend ahead.
Get this, adults with financial literacy skills have 82% more wealth than those who don't. From swimming lessons to piano classes, us parents invest in so many things to enrich our kids' lives. But are we investing in their future financial success? With Greenlight, you can teach your kids financial literacy skills like earning, saving, and investing. And this investment costs less than that after-school treat. Start prioritizing their financial education and future today with a risk-free trial at greenlight.com/Wondery. Greenlight.com/Wondery.
16 points, throws it away. Halliburton comes up with it. Cross court, Siakam for the slam.
If you were watching the Pacers game last night, Game 6 in one play was smothering defense, leading to a steal by Tyrese Halliburton, a no-look pass to Pascal Siakam, and a thunderous dunk. Halliburton says if the Pacers win the NBA title, people will remember that one for a long time. The Pacers have tied up the finals 3-3 with a 108-91 blowout, setting up one game to decide it all. Game 7 in Oklahoma City. The NBA finals come down to this Sunday. Sports director Anthony Calhoun talked to the team about keeping the season alive.
It was a must-win game for your Indiana Pacers on Thursday night here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse against the Thunder, and boy, did the blue and gold deliver. 17-point knockout punch against the Thunder. 6 players scored in double figures, and now the Pacers get ready for center stage on Sunday with the 2 biggest words in sports. Game 7, with the winner taking it all and the NBA title.
One game. I mean, this is what it's all about. I mean, this is what you dream about growing up, this kind of opportunity. It's a very difficult place to play. We know that. But, this is the opportunity to play in a game like this is a great honor and a great privilege.
There's nothing like Game 7 in the NBA Finals. Dreamed of being in this situation my whole life, so to be here is really exciting for me and our group. And, like I said, what's happened in the past doesn't matter. What happened today doesn't matter. It's all about one game, and approaching that the right way.
It's just about hard play and again, sacrificing everything. We worked so hard for this opportunity, and you're privileged enough to get it at the highest, level ever. And, it's just a blessing. We're fortunate to be here.
Man, I knew this about our guys, we come together when times get tougher, and we did a great job with that tonight. Man, things you dream of as a kid, this is an opportunity of a lifetime, and can't wait to step on that floor.
So the final game here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, these Pacers fans got a chance to see their team get a big-time win. Now the blue and gold will try to give these fans something they've never been able to do in franchise history, and that is win an NBA title. It should be a good one on Sunday, and we cannot wait. Team coverage throughout the weekend from OKC, and then don't forget to join us live from OKC with our pregame special, 6:30, right here on Wish TV. Anthony Calhoun, Wish TV, and WishTV.com.
Pacers fans are waking up with an unforgettable feeling of clinching a must-win game. Fans spilled out smiling onto city streets. News 8's Colin Bailey went to the field house, and he tells us about everything we've seen, from cheers to tears.
Full range of emotions from Pacers fans. They were walking out the doors right behind me off Pennsylvania, chant things like Pacers in 7, yes sirs, just full of emotion as they forced a pivotal Game 7 this weekend. Fans poured out of Gainbridge Fieldhouse onto Pennsylvania Avenue, donning the blue and gold. It was a must-win game for the Patriots to continue their season, and fans walking out had no doubt that was going to happen. 17,000 plus watched inside the building, and hundreds watched outside for the official watch party at Bicentennial Unity Plaza. The smiles, the energy. Many in downtown Indy were on cloud 9 after the big win of a score of 108-91.
Just awesome. It's just, it's been since 2000 since we got there, and we're going to get there this time.
The Pacers did phenomenal. We did that thing. We did what needed to be done. We still got gas in the tank. We not letting up. We showed up. We showed out, and we're going to do it again in Game 7. It's coming. That's how we're coming. Let's go. Let's go.
I love the fact the Pacers win. I feel awesome. Who doesn't feel awesome? We all feel awesome, right? Woo! Go Pacers!
Just full of emotions now with Game 7 happening Sunday. The Pacers are hosting another watch party here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Tickets for that watch party will go on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. They'll cost you $5 to get into the building here to watch Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Again, 10 o'clock tomorrow. You can try and purchase those tickets via Ticketmaster, and they'll cost you $5. Tip-off, Game 7 on Sunday, 8 p.m. For now, outside of Gainbridge Fieldhouse, I'm Colin Bailey for Wish TV and WishTV.com.
In other news, new this morning, IMPD says at least one person is dead after a crash on the far southwest side of Indianapolis. Police say the wreck happened at around 3:15 this morning at Southport Road and Man Road. IMPD says an SUV was the only vehicle involved, but police have not said what caused the crash. Police say the deadly shooting of a toddler in Indianapolis was likely an accident. Prosecutors will decide whether to charge anyone. It happened yesterday afternoon outside a CVS store at 46th and Keystone. Police say they found the child wounded outside a car. They believe the gunfire happened inside it. Investigators are not releasing any specifics about how it happened yet, other than to term it an accident. Prosecutors will decide whether to charge anyone. Police are using the tragedy, though, to remind everyone to keep guns locked up away from children. Thousands of people in central Indiana are once again without power this morning. While crews have restored most of the power knocked out by Wednesday's severe storms, here in Indianapolis, AES says around 13,000 customers woke up in the dark. And statewide, just over 4,000 Duke Energy customers were without power this morning at around 7 a.m. Most of those are around Columbus, Bloomington, or Terre Haute. This week's storms are boiling up some long simmering frustrations about utilities. A family on the east side of Indianapolis tells our team that the power outage from Wednesday's weather is far from a first. Brittany Parksey claims power outages like this one this week are becoming the norm.
We didn't used to lose power like this. It was very rare. And then now AES, it's like it's happening every time we have a storm, a really bad storm.
AES tells News 8 it has kept a full staff since the storm hit in an effort to get everyone back online. Governor Mike Braun says he will likely dismantle and replace the board tasked with bringing new businesses to the state. Braun told reporters that soon he will name new members to the board of the Indiana Economic Development Corporation. In the past, the governor has questioned the sources of funding for the private foundation that works in conjunction with the IEDC. Some of that funding is not publicly disclosed. A federal appeals court says that for now, President Trump can maintain control of the National Guard troops he deployed to Los Angeles. It was in response to protests against raids from ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement. A three-judge panel from the 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals says it is likely that Trump lawfully exercised his authority. Two of the judges on the appeals panel were appointed by Trump during his first term. The case now goes back to a lower court judge who will consider a longer preliminary injunction against Trump's control of the Guard. Authorities are getting specific here in Indianapolis about speed limit changes to 465. The headline, starting July 1st, you will be able to go faster. The full story, not that simple. A new map from INDOT, you can see it on WishTV.com. It makes it clear you will not be able to speed up to 65 miles per hour for the whole loop around 465. The map from INDOT lays it out. There are orange stretches west, southwest, some on the east side. They will be 65. The southeast side shows blue, which means variable speed limits. You will have to watch the digital signs depending on the hour and day. The north and northeast sides are still under construction condition and will stay 55 or lower until that's done. In the northwest corner, the 865 dog leg, it stays 55 and expected to stay that way. NDOT says the acute angle is not designed for those faster speeds. Now let's go to Jane King with your business headlines. She starts with a big data breach.
Newly discovered data breach includes more than 16 billion logins that include Apple credentials, social media. Now, according to a report from Cyber News, the staggering amount of information is contained in numerous data sets that have been kind of gradually uncovered since the start of the year. So they're just now getting a sense of how big this is. So far, the researchers have discovered 30 data sets, each containing up to 3.5 billion records. This includes everything from social media and VPN logins to corporate platforms. Cybersecurity experts say the single best thing you can do to protect your online accounts is to enable two-factor authentication. Well, American Airlines has suspended daily flights from the U.S. to Doha, Qatar, due to military action and heightened tensions in the Middle East. United has paused service to Dubai, citing safety concerns, and will resume flights when it's safe. Other airlines, including Delta, Air France, KLM, Air Canada, have suspended or canceled routes to cities in the Gulf region due to airspace disruptions. Well, another major car recall, this time it's Ford, recalling nearly 200,000 Mustang Mach-E vehicles, model years 2021 to 2025. The NHTSA says when the battery is low, a software glitch could make the electronic door latches remain locked after the driver has shut the front door. So that would be especially bad for children who could get trapped in the back seat. Customers should bring their vehicle to a dealer when notified for a software update. And also, the Federal Reserve indicated it was in no hurry to cut interest rates. Michael Reinking, senior market strategist at the New York Stock Exchange, says the Federal Reserve is in a very difficult spot.
And they're going to want to see kind of the impact of tariffs on the economy in the coming months. That puts us in a little bit of a difficult scenario.
Well, the Federal Reserve meets again in late July. And stocks were mixed and little changed Wednesday on the heels of that Fed decision. Investors all are still eyeing Iran as President Trump has not ruled out military action against the nation. Today, stocks a little bit lower and oil is higher. Live from the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Jane King. Back to you.
This morning, a judge in Randolph County is set to hear arguments about whether to pause a part of the new state budget. A late addition to the budget bill would force the Rural Union School Corporation to shut down. News 8's Hernan Gutierrez has been following the story since the legislative session, and he tells us that this could cause the school district to close soon.
The new state budget takes effect 10 days from now on July 1st. You might remember state lawmakers added a last-minute provision to that would dissolve union schools by July 1st of 2027. However, the law would restrict the school district from taking on new obligations after July 1st of this year, effectively closing the school corporation immediately. Last month, union schools sued the state and Governor Mike Braun and filed for an injunction to pause this from taking effect while the case continues in court. The superintendent says the provision preventing new obligations would keep them from hiring and paying teachers and staff. The lawsuit argues that would violate the state constitution's guarantee of a free and appropriate public education. The Republican lawmakers who pushed to close the school district cite low test scores as the reason, but they introduced the measure right before the end of the session and long after public comment would have been allowed. Union schools serve about 300 students in person in Randolph and Henry counties, but it also teaches 9,000 students online through a partnership with the Indiana Digital Learning School. The superintendent told me back in April he believes they are being singled out because of those online services. The hearing is scheduled for 9:30 this morning. IT-Mate's Cody Fisher will be there, and we'll have more tonight at 5 and 6. Reporting in the newsroom, I'm Hernan Gutierrez for Wish TV and WishTV.com.
This has been your News 8 Daily from Wish TV. I'm Hannah Mordeau. Watch us on Wish TV and WishTV.com.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go, connect with Wish TV on Facebook at WishTV.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.